Hey friends, today we're going to be working on another project here at Palomo Farm. Not only do we always like to farm with and do farm stuff like with the animals and so forth, but we also have to take care of the entertainment equipment. For example, we got our pool right here, and here's a filter to our above ground pool. And lately, as we try to suck out the dirt from the center of the pool, we've noticed that it gets shot back into the pool. So that's what we're going to try to do, is fix it today. What we have is this little valve that goes into this head right here, and that's the goal today. We're going to try to change out this valve, and that way these little seams here are what keep the water flowing either in one direction or another. And we're going to try to solve that problem, keep the water flowing out the way it's supposed to instead of going back into the pool. So we're going to gather our tools, and then we'll see what needs to be done as we take this filter head apart and try to replace this little valve here. So let's get our tools. Okay, as always, we got to close off the ball valve that's in here, and of course my handle's broke, so I've been using this old pipe wrench, and that's what we've been using. Eventually we're gonna have to replace the whole thing because there's a lot of stress that goes along with using this pipe wrench, but it's the only way we can close it right now. Again, the projects never end here, so here we go. It's closed. All right, now we're gonna put a stopper on the other end of the hose, the inlet, and that way we can seal it off and pop the top off. Okay, so we got the jet part out, and now we're going to put the plug in, and that way we seal this part of the hose or the outlet, and we're able to install the new valve. This is pretty easy to do. Just put the rubber stopper in there, tighten it up, and we're sealed. All right, let's go back to the valve. Got my drill, and it looks like it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 screws with nuts on the bottom, and shouldn't be hard. I'll unscrew them here real quickly and get it all taken care of and pop the top. And that should be easy to do. All right, there they are. That was easy. Now, I'm gonna pop it off. Oh, look what was stuck in there. Another dog. We seem to have the worst trouble with little dogs getting stuck in the wrong places. This poor thing's all wet and cold, but who knows how long he's been in there, but we're gonna take good care of you, okay, little dog? So sorry you were stuck in the pool. Wonder who the owner is, but we're just gonna set this little dog over here and continue working on it. And now I'm just going to remove my nail, and there it is. Handle's off, and there we are. That's the old part, and I'll replace it with the new part. So hey, that was pretty easy, not very complicated, and hopefully we can have our pool running here shortly. So what I've done is I've started the pin. So I'm going to have my assistant come over here and push down on it, and that way I can tap it in. Assistant, please. There we are. And as you can see, the pin's there. Now with his pressure, there we go. With his pressure, it made it where I didn't have to beat the thing in too much. And it's spring loaded. So the spring in there keeps tension on it and keeps that pin from popping out. So you see now we got our new gasket here. It looks brand new, it looks perfect. And once we put it back on the valve mechanism over there, water should flow through the chambers as it's supposed to. Either you flow it outside or it comes back into the pool as a filter. So let's go install this and see if it works. If this is right, otherwise we're gonna have to take it all apart. Oh, good. Yep. Were you recording all that? Okay, yeah, so I'm putting the screws back in, and oh yeah, I think I got it right. I had doubts about it because will it go? When I took it apart, I wasn't sure if I turned it, 360 or half a circle around, and I had my doubts when I was putting it back together. But as I see, it's all coming together. And why I know it's in the right place, if I can have the camera person come over here. This is why I know it's in place, because of this little notch here. You see how it's notched here for the pipe? It can only go one way. You can't get it wrong. So it should be correct. So let me keep screwing it in, and we'll show you the finished project here in a second. Bad news, friends. I used a pipe wrench on the valve, and look at there. It's yeah, it's really stripped out, and my big pipe wrench doesn't have any place to grip it. So I think I'm gonna have to turn my attention to doing something else in order to have water passing through the ball valve right there. I'm just gonna drill a hole, and we'll just have to replace this part come next spring. It's already August. We're made halfway. Well, we're in September now. I'm sorry, we're in September already, and this pool season's fixing to come to an end, and I don't want to put any more money into it. So I'm just gonna drill a hole through the ball valve, and hopefully water will flow and we can get the filter going again. So let's see what happens.
Nothing coming out of the jet. That's the way we want it.
Once in a lullaby, somewhere over the rainbow, bluebirds fly.
It's not flawless, but that's okay. It probably has air.
Dreams that you dream of, dreams really do come true. Ooh, someday you wish upon a star, wake up where the clouds are far behind. Be where trouble melts like lemon drops, high above the chimney top. That's where you find me, somewhere over the rainbow.
A little gentle with it, and had to drive a piece of metal through it to bust the ball valve, but it got it done. Like I said, I don't want to spend any more money this year because swimming season's almost over, and we'll just replace it next year. We'll have a fresh start. All right, friends, here we are. We finished our project. I was able to change out the sand filter valve diverter, and the pool's running great. My wife was able to vacuum it earlier today, and it is clear, crystal clear. We seemed to have in trouble all summer long where it was getting cloudy, and now we know why. I believe because of this gasket here was torn or distorted. Some of the sand from the pump was leaking back into the pool, and thus creating that cloudy film inside of it. But now it's crystal clear, and we're glad. Too bad it's near the end of the summer, and the swimming season's gonna come to an end, but nevertheless we got it fixed, and it'll be ready for next year. These things last a long time. We've had this pool for over, I'm sure, 12 years, maybe even longer. So it's been a great pool. We love it. It's an above ground pool. It's easy to maintain, and we use it every year, many days out of the summer. So yeah, I did have to drill a hole through that ball, what do you call that? The ball valve. And unfortunately, it was broke, it was deteriorated, the sun has gotten to it. But I know I can easily put one of these rubber stoppers in there and block it off if I need to work on the pump or the sifter down there too. So after we finished, I was able to help my wife vacuum, and I even went for a swim, as you saw myself taking a swim. It was a lot of fun making this video, and of course, always when it's summertime, it's always great to get in the pool or in the hot tub behind me. So a lot of fun here in Texas where it's warm most of the time, and of course once winter comes around, we'll be able to get better use of this hot tub that we have here too. So thank you again. Appreciate all the likes and the subscribers. We've got a lot of fans out there, and we thank you, and we look forward to the next video. Okay, well, wanted to give an update on the other little dog that we found in the filter. Obviously, this little dog likes to be around water, and somehow must have got in the skimmer and came out of the filter, and here she is. It turns out to be a Yorkie. It wasn't just like a mutt. It's a Yorkie, a good-looking Yorkie too at that. And we're gonna go ahead and keep this dog too, because it gets along with the little black dog that we found, and she's a good dog. She's a good dog. So sometimes these little critters, you know, they get to the strangest of places. So we're glad that she's well and she's thriving. We're feeding her, and she's doing well here at home. So we're gonna go ahead and keep this little dog too, and I think it'll be a nice pair for the little black dog that we found as well. So yeah, so just wanted to show her, and we're just gonna set this little dog back down and let her do her thing. Hey, get her.
Georgia got blonde highlights.
Get her, buddy.
Sassy's upset she's missing out. Toby's out.
Dreams that you dream
She's going to the neighbor's beautiful garden over there.
Somewhere over the rainbow, bluebirds fly, and the dreams that you dream of, dreams really do come true.